Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to dim LED lights for an aquarium that don't have a dimmer already installed in them. So these green element LED lights are going to be the ones I'm showing you this with. These ones are high output and I believe at 3 watts per LED. So this means that these are incredibly high output, but they don't have any real way to control this aside from a kind of half on, half off, which doesn't really work very well. So for most tanks without CO2, this is going to be too much. And this is the case for a lot of LED light fixtures. So what we're going to do is dim these. So what you're going to need for this is a PWM dimmer, which I'm going to show you here in just one second. So these are two PWM dimmers, pulse width modulation. Basically it's just the controllers that are compatible with most LED lights, rather than a standard incandescent dimmer, which will not work. These ones are the most commonly available ones that you'll find on Amazon and eBay. They're really cheap, however, their amperage that they can actually handle is very low. These ones I tried with the lights that I have. When you purchase them, they tend to say that they're rated for 8 amps, and they do show 8 amps on there as well. They will not work with 8 amps for very long, or even 4 amps for very long, as you can see with the chip that has pretty much melted there. So that is not a good solution, and you can just kind of see the difference between the new board that I've purchased in terms of substantiality of it. So this is the updated board that I've purchased, which is rated to slightly above 10 amps and has a fuse for 10 amps on it. So realistically you can't run this more than 8 or 9 amps. Wouldn't even run it at 9, to be completely honest with you. However, the lights that I have are rated for much less than that. They are rated at 6 amps maximum, and I'll only be using them at half for the most part. So in order to actually wire these up to use with your light, you will need a power adapter that is from your fixture. Generally speaking, at least with these ones, you'll have your big bulky power adapter, so your mains line in, that plugs into the wall, and then on the other end of this you've got your 12 volt, 15 volt, 24 volt, whatever, depending on the lights that you have, DC output. So you're going to split this cable, which would normally be going to your lights, in half, and you've got your neutral and your positive line there. So that is going to go into this controller, and you've got on the back here power plus and minus, motor plus and minus. So this power here is going to go into the plus and minus end on the board, and then the other half that you split is going to go from the plus and minus up to the actual light. And I'm going to show you this in action here now in just one second. So this is connected to the actual light itself. So I've got the power adapter here, and then running in here into your power plus and minus, and you've got the other end running into up into the actual, if I can get it here, actual light here. So this part here I can show you now. Just have to plug it in and it should work. So just flick these guys on here now. You'll see that they aren't terribly bright here now. This is at the lowest setting, and then we can turn them up, up, and all the way up, and they are quite bright. They'll light up the entire room. And we can dim that down here as well. So this gives you a large level of control of the lights, and it works pretty well flawlessly. So this is going to be pretty much the only way that you've got to dim this type of LED fixture, and it's your best option for not completely blasting your tank with light. Getting a lot of algae should solve a lot of those problems once you dial it into what works for your tank. Now I will post a link to these boards, as well as a couple others if I can find some to suggest, but for most, these ones were fairly cheap, I think about $5 each, and they work quite well. So aside from that, thank you for watching. Any questions, comments, or concerns, shoot me a message or leave a comment. And be sure to subscribe for more helpful videos like this. Thanks.